Good evening, Nifties. Welcome to Knittery Nicole. I am Nicole, and we are a crafting community. So grab your work in progress, also known as a whip, and let's get started on our 10-minute crafting break. Tonight I'm working on my Lego Fortune Firecracker. Again, here is our box, and then I'm going to move it. Okay, I've moved it out of the way. Tonight I am drinking Fever Tree ginger beer, which I don't know why, but I always thought ginger beer had alcohol in it, and I'm not a big beer fan. Look, I have these cute straws. It's like splits, and then you put them together like this. Okay, so that you can clean it better. But it doesn't have alcohol. This one even has ginger. So ginger, of course, has ginger. Oh, I was going to say it has ginseng, but ginger. It has ginger, which, of course, ginger beer should have ginger, like root beer, right? At any rate, here we are. I am working on bag 5, which I'm going to open up. But first, I wanted to show you yesterday's. So you recall I made these 2 little scenes, which were super cute. And then I also built just a few more bags. I think I was 2, 3, 4. And so here's my next, here's like the main piece of it. But I wanted to show you this part because if you press this button, the little plates slide out. So remember yesterday I was like, oh, this is going to be some kind of slide. I was right. It's so good. So I'm going to take those out. And then I'm working on my base right here. And then look how cute these stars were. I was thinking, why do you put the stars if you're not going to see them? But you can see them, right? Because it's like a little stage. And this is like the moon, I feel like. Or maybe the sun. But probably the moon because it is a lunar festival. And then this mechanism, you can see it here. So when you slide it in, this is going to be back, right? And then because you've put this piece, this extra piece on the outside, which I thought was, I knew it was for a reason, but I wasn't sure. But now I see that it's because when you click this, it pushes that. How smart are they, right? I'm always amazed by how clever they are. Okay, and then these stars make like a little, like a starry night, right? So here we are. So cute. Okay. We are, and I'm going to dump my bag. I should just make it bigger. My goodness gracious. I guess I needed to just cut with the regular scissors. There we go. Okay. When I tidy for the night, because every night I try to pick up my craft, there's little pieces that are extra, right? The extra pieces. And so I try to stick them back, or stick them in the next bag so I can throw the old bag away. Because the old bag, I probably made a big hole like I just had to do right now. Okay, I need 2 of those and I only see 1. Oh, time to break open this bag. I'm going to use the scissors. Okay. Two of these. Looks like there's 2 directions of this. Oh, and I got both. Okay. Looks like they're going around here. Today we had a little like a coffee get together in our lobby well, it's actually our rec area or something. No, it's called the common room or something. And it was cute. They brought in like a barista guy, and he was like pulling espresso shots, and he had a small menu, but you know, very like he had like mocha and lattes, and he had different kinds of milk. So I feel like it was pretty nice. I had mine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to have kind of like plain shots with usually some condensed milk, kind of Vietnamese coffee style. But okay, 2 of these. And he made it, which was good. But I was not a big fan of his espresso blend or whatever. But it was still nice. I enjoyed it, and I met some neighbors, which was fun. I thought there weren't going to be many people, but it was pretty packed. I think because they brought that guy who made like actual espresso versus just, you know, having, ooh, look how beautiful this one's going to be. Oh, my little math heart loves a pattern. Yeah, so and then they also had nachos, which was an interesting choice to me, but that's okay. I spent so long in the line talking to people, to my neighbors, that I was already done. Emotionally, my battery was already exhausted, and I was not able to, I didn't want to sit down and talk to anyone else. Plus, the couple that I talked to, they were so sweet, but I mean, maybe they wanted to have couple time, and then there I was, just like blah 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 blah. But they were both really, really nice. Actually, everyone that I've met here so far has been like nice. Okay, I did something wrong. Oh, I skipped this one. Oh, let me get my Lego remover. This is an awkward angle. Okay. Let me take this one off. Oops, didn't like that. Well, it's gone now. There we go. Maybe reliving my coffee time made me anxious. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this little design is. I'm not sure I would have ever thought to use this piece. And then the other thing about me is I'm very like, I probably would have done this, like this thing, over and over and over again. So I like that they did something different. Like you can tell it's related, but it's not this like bridge looking thing. Okay. 2 of these. And 4 of these. I feel like one of the reasons to count your pieces is so that you can make sure you haven't missed anything. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, this looks like it's going here. When I first started building the base, it didn't look that sturdy to me. But because it uses a lot of these thin blocks and we overlap them so many times, it ended up being, I think, really sturdy. This doesn't look like guess it is. I think because these are tall, but it is kind of the same. It is the same level. Okay, let's keep going. I did make a bookmark, which I'm going to remove for later. Two of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these are different lengths, so I'm going to assume that it's probably this one. Oh. Oh, we're going on the side. Oh my gosh, I love when you change directions. Ooh. Tomorrow I'm going with a girlfriend to a tea, and look how this piece is weird. That's not good. Oh, okay. Wait, something's wrong. Okay, I felt something was wrong with this. Oh, it's missing something black. Okay, let's look on the other side. No, I guess it's not missing something black, but that one's even. Okay, but there's an issue because it's not high enough. Maybe it won't matter. Maybe that's why you put this one. Okay. There. See, there's like a little gap there. I'm not liking that gap. I'll look at that one again. See if I missed something. Okay, so it's at the front. Then it's silver. And that's all brown. It's brown. I thought it was supposed to be black. Looks like I missed something. That's annoying. Okay, let me refocus. This is this part. Looks like there's something brown supposed to be here. Let's figure that out. It's probably these little brown pieces right here. That would be my guess. And then let me see if this bag asks for those brown pieces. Okay, the bag does not ask for those brown pieces. Now let's look back and see where I missed the brown pieces. I missed them right here. Okay, so take this off. I wonder if I had to take that one off. No, I don't think I did. Put it back. Now put those brown pieces. I knew it wasn't the right level. In my heart, I knew Lego wouldn't do me like that. Okay, and this one I hadn't noticed because I didn't try to cover it yet. Thank you, Lego, for restoring my faith in you. I don't know what I was doing last night. Well, I do. I was thinking about the little video I was going to make. Okay. Now, are we back on track? I believe so. Yes, last piece. Okay, I just couldn't believe there was going to be a gap. Oh, I'm so right. I was so right. Okay. Ooh, look at these. They're going to be so cute. 4 of these. So one thing I've been thinking about is that, you know, I mean, I definitely make videos for myself, which is why, even though I do not have a large following or a large viewing of videos each time, I still make them. But I'm wondering if any of you have any requests, like anything that I could do to help, you know, make your experience better. Maybe you think I talk too much. I've been thinking about doing some videos where I don't talk. One time I asked you guys if I should put music on, and then someone mentioned copyright, which is fair, but I think they have some like music that is uncopyrighted that you can like play on your channel. So I could do that. We could just have quiet time. Or I can just, you know, tell you my random stories like I do every day. So maybe in the comments today, you could tell me if you would like to have quiet. Did I count them right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did not count them right. Not a good counter. Master O, if you saw it, I hope you're not screaming at the screen. Here we go. How cute is this, right? I think these are part of those, they have all those little like flat Lego designs, and I think they use a lot of those. How pretty is this? Looks like a lotus flower. Okay, then 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I work with students that have some developmental difficulties, and I was testing that every 3 years we have to test them. I'm trying to figure out where these are. Oh, I love this one. Oh my gosh, it's like it's gonna be a coin. How cute is this? It's like such a homage. Oh, my little Asian heart is so happy. Okay, but this is kind of ugly, but I'm sure it's gonna, yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be fixed. Okay. At any rate, and I was trying to get one of my students to count, and he like got to 3. He's how old is he? 8 years old. He got to 3, and you know, he did the best he could, and it's fine. That's why that's why my job is to take students wherever they're at and to, you know, make them, like, help them get to the next level. And so I'm not making any comment about that. But oh my gosh, look how cute it is. It looks just like a coin, and then like a lotus flower and a coin. But my comment is that, number one, I'm so grateful that I can count. Grateful to count. And then, you know, I still have difficulty, as you can see, but I can count, and if I am focused, I can count correctly. But some of the things we take for granted, they really are, you know, like, oh, I thought this was ugly. I did think this was ugly. It's gonna be so pretty because it's gold. Oh, how cute. I thought this was gonna be something you turn, but it's cute that it's a button instead. And then when I made this, I was like, why don't they stick? But now I totally see. I see your vision, Lego. Okay. Looks like we have to rotate it this way. Okay, and now we're doing this last side. Not sure why we didn't do them all together, but I trust in the Lego. 2. Okay, and we're adding them to this side. Maybe to keep them straight so we wouldn't get them confused, because this one's different. Oh, this is going to be the door side. I can already tell. I'm so excited. Okay, Okay, but where did these go? Oh. Oh wait, this was wrong. This was wrong. I don't even know how to take this one off. Oh no, it wasn't wrong. I miscounted. Remember I was just saying that I'm a good counter? I'm not. Okay, I'm going to blame that one on my aging eyes. Because I am getting older and I probably should be wearing glasses at this point in the night. In the morning, my eyes are pretty refreshed and I don't really need glasses, but if I've been doing like a lot of work using my eyes, then they do get tired by the evening. And it is the evening here. Okay. Now we're gonna wrap. Oh no, we're not gonna wrap. Oh, we are gonna wrap. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The bridge. And these 2 squares. Okay. It's like okay, so another thing I love about Lego is that they want to make it pretty, like attractive or aesthetically pleasing from all the angles, right? Because I did think this was ugly and I definitely thought that was ugly, but they totally covered it like it's something beautiful. This one. When I put those 2 brown pieces away last night, those ones that I had missed, I thought, why are there 2? Because normally when they give you extra pieces, there's just 1 extra. So I thought, why did they give me 2 extra pieces? Now we know why. They were not extra at all. Anyway, we should be grateful for counting. Like not doing it always right, but you know, the ability to count. Also, I'm grateful to be able to read. I think about in my life how much of a comfort reading has been for me. You know, even I have social media, of course, because you can find me there. But there's I have Threads and Instagram, and I'm thinking of opening a Facebook page. I've never done that, but I'm thinking about it because someone told me I should. But I like the reading part of it. Like, I like Threads more than I like Instagram. I thought I would like the picture part of it, but I do like the reading. And then, of course, on Threads, you can put pictures too. But sometimes I feel like Threads is like, they remind me of like, this is going to totally date me, AOL chat rooms from back in the day where you would just, people just post random things that they're thinking about. And I am all here for the randomness. Not sure you can tell, but that's definitely true. Working on the top, really not this part. Oh, okay, and right now we're bringing it all to the same level, which I like. Because we have these 2 that like kind of stuck out. And then I wonder, oh, I'm excited because, oh no, but it's covering some of these green ones. That's sad. No, I like these little green dots. Okay, I'm gonna trust the process. But I do like the green dots. It kind of reminds me of jade. I mean, it's not exactly the color of jade, but it's giving me jade, which I think is also really beautiful. So a while ago in the Lego books, they didn't, I don't know if you can see, but here they kind of highlight where you're putting the pieces. So they tell you where like the pieces you need, and then they highlight them in yellow. And so they didn't used to do that. I appreciate that. Okay, we need one of these, which looks like this. Not this one. This one. 2 triangle corners. 2 of these small face plates. 4. 2. And then 2 of these triangle plates. Our little pile is getting small. Okay, it looks like we're covering things now. Okay, just so you know, I miscounted again. There we go. Ooh, it's looking awfully beautiful. Oh, I love the design. I love an octagon, by the way. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8 sides. I love an octagon. Okay, but just to be honest, I love a hexagon more. But an octagon is beautiful. I think a hexagon is my favorite shape. I moved from my condo, and I do think I will move back at some point. And when I do, I always knew that I wanted to remodel the kitchen. And I didn't remodel it because I knew I was going to move out. And it's fine. I mean, it's like a little dated, but when I bought it, it had just been like kind of modernized. So it was fine. It was in fine shape. they modernized it in a way that I would not have chosen. And that's fine, we all have different tastes. But I've been dreaming of like a backsplash that has hexagon tiles because I love a hexagon so much. Okay, this is the white part with the star. We're looking at the back. But arguably my favorite shape, I mean, I really love a hexagon, but arguably my favorite shape is a triangle. Because, I mean, what are hexagons and octagons made out of but triangles? So I feel like triangle is the base, beautiful shape. Not only that, but triangles are very stable. I like that too. Okay, you know I'm gonna be sad if I don't have enough of these little green things. So I'm glad we're adding another one. Maybe it's to compensate for that one we covered up. There were actually two. It was like one here, one here. But these look like they're on the side, on top of the gold. Okay. So here we are. Oh, I'm missing something. I wondered what was going to go there. I just thought it was going to be the next step, but I was surprised that they hadn't covered it. Oh, so smooth. So smooth and beautiful. Okay, now something exciting is going to happen because we've got our Technic parts. As soon as we get these pieces, I get excited because they're going to do something that like I wouldn't be able to even guess. Probably something with a swivel. I don't know. It's going to be awesome. Have you ever built those Technic cars? I love those Technic cars. I love a Bugatti. So I wish I could, you know, make the Bugatti. But I do have a lot of other Legos, so, and I don't know. I think making that Bugatti would make me want a Bugatti more. And let me tell you, I don't have that kind of money. I wish I did though. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I wish I did. But if I did, I might get a Bugatti. Oh, I thought it was going to be some kind of swivel, but it's not. But look, it is pretty though. Look how okay, so here's the part without it, and it's like pretty and shiny. Okay. Oops. This way. Here we go. Here we are. Oh, kNifities, we are on our last page for the day. I am going to end here. I know I did go a little bit over our time, probably like 20 minutes, but it's not the 40 that it was from last night, so I feel like I'm doing better. I did have a lovely time with you, and if you felt just a little bit more peaceful, I hope that you will like this video by pressing the like button. The heart button, or I don't know what it is, but by pressing that button. And then the best thing to do